I'd like to call the Shoreline Fire RFA Governing Board meeting to order for July 23rd, 2006. Yep.
August 6th.
Oh, August 6th, excuse me, I was reading the wrong one there. Please join me for the pledge. Thank you, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Tell you guys, I don't know what they do now. All right, I'm gonna put my keyboard back the other way. Please note that Commissioner Byer and Commissioner Willem have an excused absence tonight. Is there any public comment? Nobody's online. Moving on, consideration of the agenda. Chief, is there anything? We're going to remove public records policy as per Chief Cowan's request. And I'd like to add under old business, post-medical benefits committee. Now we'll move on to approval of the past minutes for July 23rd, 2026 special meeting. Do we have any corrections or comments? Hearing none, the chair declares the minutes approved as presented. Correspondence, we have a very nice letter from the Lake Forest Park Police Department. And standing agenda warrants, motion to approve.
Move to accept disbursements in the amount of $818,054.78.
The motion by Commissioner Havlin, do we have a second?
Second.
Rick Webster. Any comments, concerns, questions? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Josh. Passes unanimously. We have financial report. Yeah. Oh, commissioner report. Oh, okay, sorry about that. Do we have a commissioner report? Anybody? No? Okay. Now we'll go to financials.
I didn't see surprises.
I have a couple of notes here. I'm sorry, I'm bad.
That's okay.
Gallatin, our consulting services is down to 0. We're actually, looks like we are in the red a little bit. My question there is Gallatin's on Shoreline's Dine is not pursuing Bothel's campaign and stuff, are they?
No, the city of Buffalo's not engaging.
Okay, perfect. That one. Pest control, we're at 9%. On page 6.
9% remaining.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's probably because of the traps outside that we've had for so long. Trying to prevent damage to the vehicles.
right.
Yeah, the squirrels or the rats or mice, whatever, keep getting into the cars, causing thousands of dollars of damage. So we've had to populate several of our stations with live traps.
Okay.
So I think that's causing the price to that budget to go up because of how many critters we're trapping. Trying to prevent damage to the cars because it's not covered under insurance.
Right, okay. So budget season, maybe we need to
Yep.
look at that line item. Okay. And then King County taxes, water, surface water management right underneath that. Is that a one-time fee once a year, you know?
What page is that on?
Page 6, about the middle of the page.
Sorry, let me get down to it.
Water, natural gas, then King County tax, water surface management.
We can get back to you, Kim.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm thinking that's a weird, that is a tax, Uh. I'll have to look it up, Rachel and I have talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. And then on page 7, other services. What's other services? And I was looking at travel, we're over budget on travel in that section. I thought, well, what is other services?
I'll follow up with you on that too.
Okay. That's all I had.
I have a question, so
Rick?
I'm on page 4, and it's community outreach. 531, community outreach, the first line item there, MIH salaries and benefits, it's something about 50,000 over. And we're only 6 months out of the year, what's going on?
Again, I'll follow up with you.
What's that?
Again, I'll have to follow up to get you some details, but I'll check.
With just for a long year, we still have 6 months to go.
Usually with MIH, it's the money's transferred from a different fund.
All right, I'd still like to get it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't know if we get reimbursed from city or anything like that,
The county does reimburse us to some degree.
to some degree, so yeah, it'd be nice to get a breakdown.
I had the same question for legal services,
What line item was that?
522-1041-0 on page 1. Your spouse. Curious if that overages due to volatile or.
No, I think that with Bofa's departure, we've lost a lot of institutional knowledge and been engaging with some a little more than you.
Anything else for financial? Okay. Activity reports. Start with Chief Cowan. Not book this here, but we can always make notes.
What's the matter?
You have anything for Chief Cowan? Questions? Comments? Let's move on to Chief of Staffs.
I had another question about Station 51 when I was signing warrants. All the other fire stations besides Station 51 is only $1,899 for the water, whereas it seems like Station 51 was $7,300. Like, is there a leak or what's?
No. We did have one of the bills.
Sorry, that was electrical, sorry.
Electrical.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know, we did have one of the bills, I'll have to check with Eric, our facilities manager, that found that they didn't capture some of the bill in the previous month, so we ended up with 2 months worth of charges in one bill.
Okay.
And I wonder if that's part of this, but I'll look into that as well. It's sometimes hard to understand why. The billing doesn't explain
right.
where we're using electricity, right?
The delta between all the other fire
Yeah.
stations and that one's $5,400, so it's just.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's our biggest station. And it's most people in there, but we'll dig into it a little bit more. Part of what we're doing in the 2027 capital project is lighting conversion in that station, which should hopefully bring the cost down with that. But we have reached out to the utility companies to try and do some monitoring of our systems, and they don't offer that service anymore. So we have the ability to potentially do that with our electrician, but we would have to pay for that. So that is something that we can look into.
And my apologies for blindsiding with this. I should have sent you an email. So
Okay.
Is there anything else for Chief of Staff? Yes.
I did, I will say, I did just look into an old email. From 2024, where we had a question about what that King County surface water management tax is. And Gina responded those, we don't know why it's listed as surface water management, but it is property taxes for the 60 series stations.
Got it. Uh, let's go ahead and move on to Chief Long's report. It's been busy. Chief, did you have anything to add?
No.
Anything for Chief Lawrence? Okay. Let's move on to old business. Chief, do you have any updates for Blockville and Snowtown?
I do not have any updates today.
Okay. Climate Action Committee update, Eric?
Yeah, we met on July 27th. And it was Chief Hochstein, myself, Commissioner Evelyn, Hannah Adams, facility tech, and Commissioner Fisher. And it was a good meeting. Basically the biggest kind of good news out of the meeting or was, so we had set a number of things that we wanted to look at as far as goals of this committee. And these things, like your question about Station 51 and like what's going on with the energy, we basically we were looking at doing some kind of energy audits, looking at baseline metrics for energy, fuel, and water usage, looking at vehicles, and characterizing the fleet. There's a couple other items in there, but essentially there's an attachment in your packet here that says Washington State Clean Buildings Performance Standard, which is a summary document that was generated by Chief Hochstein. But essentially what we've learned is that a lot of the kind of energy analysis and best practices goals that we had as part of this climate action committee are being already being basically legally required to be implemented under Washington state law, but only for our biggest buildings. So only for basically Station 51 and Station 61. But our discussion at that meeting was that we felt it would be beneficial to, since we're going through the process of generating this data and collecting these metrics and reporting out, to apply that same process to our other stations, to essentially, and the department to kind of track how we're doing, because it will, benefit us as a department. And so it is, yeah, I mean, when we look at this clean building performance standard, essentially our facilities manager is already having to do most of the work that we wanted to do with regard to benchmarking energy usage. And so I think with this small, we still need to discuss this for sure, make sure that's going to happen. But I think with somewhat of a scope expansion of that effort, that it will essentially accomplish all the objectives that we have with regard to taking a look at and implementing best practices regarding energy use. So that was really good news, I thought. So that was probably the biggie. So yeah, if you haven't had a chance to really look through this document much, the core requirements that are listed out in here and the action items show you the details of what we're talking about. So, and I think either I or Chief Hochstein can answer any questions on that part if anybody has questions in that section.
There is a timeline for the two stations to get this done, or there's fines per foot, or per square foot.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is that July 27th?
yes.
For 2027 is the timeline. A lot of the stuff we're already doing, the LED conversions. HVAC have already upgraded most things like with.
The HVAC is the original for when that station was built, 51, but. Yeah, we just did 57 this year.
So the only part that we didn't really talk about at the climate action meeting was, part of it is looking at our energy usage and what we could do better. Part of it is also looking at our resilience, in the future, how are we prepared for additional, like urban wildland interface, or wildland urban interface fires, things like that, other types of weather related things. And Captain Reed is kind of the spearhead on that topic, and he was not at the meeting, so we did not address that at the meeting. That was, and then part of, I guess, another part of what our next step. So we were talking about previously developing a strategy, working on short and long-term plans, and reporting out to the organization, and essentially all that sort of stuff is mostly rolled into this building performance standard. So really, we don't have to reinvent the wheel. We maybe just have to expand the wheel a little bit and be able to have some good data and make some good changes. Anything else anyone else was there want to add? And we're working on scheduling our next meeting. I just saw some emails going around about needing to reschedule that, so we haven't. We the other thing we wanted to do is give an opportunity for some of this work to take place before we schedule our next meeting. And since Eric Johnston is working on that, we decided to go a couple months out for our next meeting to just kind of get a progress report on how things are going.
Thank you.
That's it.
Rick Johnson, is he?
He's the facilities manager. Yeah. And he also, he's sent an email. I don't know, maybe he just sent it out to the climate action committee members, but he's got a number of professional certifications that he's recently acquired and training that he's going through that's directly related to this.
Last for old business, post-medical, retirement benefits. We had talked before, when we voted to sunset the previous one in 2028, that we would form a committee and try to look at ways that we can bring this back. Maybe at something a little more affordable. So I wanted to make sure that that was still on our radar. Maybe could we get a committee going on that?
I'd be happy to participate in that.
Rick? Rod said that he would. North Shore, Peaks? Rick?
So am I Webster and Helen?
Yeah,
You?
well, nobody else wants to do it. We've got 2 from Shoreline. It'd be nice to have 2 from North Shore, but. Anybody else?
Commissioner, I'm happy to serve on the committee. I was on the original one, so I'm happy to rejoin.
Okay, thank you, Josh. Okay, we have 4. Josh, Rick Webster, Rod, Rick Nye. Okay, so if you guys would maybe get together and figure out some dates that you can get together and kind of start looking at finances, and I mean, we've got a year to pull this together, but.
Commissioner Fisher, can you restate the members of that committee?
The members, yes. I can text it to you too, Josh, if that works better.
That's great. Yep.
Okay, we've got Rick Nye, Rod Hevlin, Rick Webster, and yourself.
I think Josh is really familiar with a lot of this,
Yeah,
that you could have him as head of that committee.
okay, you just got voted chair, Josh. Wait.
I mean, because he's very knowledgeable, I think it's a good thing. I'm not
We just need to come up with something that's gonna be sustainable. I don't wanna have chief coming to us and saying, we can't do this, let's get rid of it. It's just, it was a hard enough decision for all of us to make, and I don't wanna be put in that position again. So, yeah. Let's look at what we can do. Bring it back, and it might not be the same program, but maybe it'll be something. Perfect. And there is no new business, so let's move on quickly to projected agendas. Budget season's gonna be underway at the end of the month, so we're gonna have to get together, those that want to, and go over our commissioner budget for next year. And also, Beatrice has made some suggestions in the handbook to update. So if there's any dates in particular there that we can meet, let us know.
This is gonna be a special meeting, so
It'll be a workshop.
a workshop,
Yeah.
but still, we'll need to know if you're coming or not. You guys need to schedule the date, I'm gonna have to notice it, so
Right,
it's more official.
right.
Like, so work with each other, I guess, and then let me know.
First budget meeting is August 31st. Take a look at your calendars there. Do we have any planned absences?
October 15th, I will not be able to attend. I'm working.
That work schedule just gets in the way, doesn't it? Does
Yes, it
anybody
does.
else have anything?
Does get.
Well,
Oh, no, sorry.
okay, if there's nothing else, please look at dates for the
Right,
handbook
question.
and workshop.
September 17th meeting, we want to make an adjustment now.
We could, I prefer Chief be here. If that's okay with everybody else. Have his
What date
input
that?
there too.
So September 17th is because you guys have the leadership.
Yeah. And I think Chief said the following week he was gonna be gone too.
Commissioner.
If there isn't a lot on the agenda, we can go ahead and announce it. But
We
we,
gotta get that.
we
job.
probably won't know until closer to that date.
Okay. Sounds good.
So maybe looking at it on September 3rd.
Okay.
To whether we want to reschedule or just cancel it. I'm up for canceling too, but let's see what we've got on the agenda. There's a lot going on and we may need something.
Oh, cancel that one.
Okay,
Mhm.
it is
Maybe.
5:53, meeting adjourned.
What?